Yesterday was International Women's Day, and it got me thinking about what it means to me to be a woman. It's not something that I often consciously think about because it's just part of what I am and what I do and what I deal with on a daily basis. But in preparation for this vlog, I realized that all day today I was quite teary-eyed and sort of in pain. Because there are so many things that are really difficult. Of course, there are many upsides and perks to being a woman. I mean, I've been able to smile and talk my way out of tickets for half the time I was stopped. And there are the obvious annoyances that don't really do too much, but that are just too annoying. Like when you're in a bar and you're sort of pleasantly standing there by the side of the dance floor, not really feeling like dancing, but just generally amusing yourself, and some guy comes up to you to say, "You need to smile." And yeah, it then takes everything you've got to not punch him in the face. That's just an annoyance. Just like when you're traveling, especially when you're traveling alone in a less developed country. It sometimes happens that you find yourself in a bus for 10 hours straight with 3 guys looking over their seats right at you for those full 10 hours. And you then realize, okay, this is a cultural difference. It's something that, yeah, just is, and you cover yourself with a scarf or a sarong and you just deal with it. It's okay. Those things are okay. There are scarier things, like the time when I went to the movies in Budapest. It was the Star Wars premiere actually 2 years ago. And I walked back because it was only 30 minutes. It was a nice evening. I felt like a walk. And I hadn't quite realized how dark and quiet the streets would be. And while I was walking, there was a group of about 4 guys not too far behind me. They were really loud. They seemed drunk. It didn't seem like they had any bad intentions, but when you're there on your own and it's quiet and there are no lights, you feel really unsafe. Even if they have no bad intentions at all, you feel unsafe. And I consciously started to walk faster, but decided not to run, just to not trigger anything. I put the keys of my keychain between my fingers so that I would have something really severe to hit them with, just in case. And I had my phone on speed dial with the emergency number in the other hand. And nothing happened. But I was so scared, even though there was not really a reason to be scared. And I've been fortunate and not had too many of those types of occurrences in my life, but I know that every woman deals with that, and it's a fear that's part of our system. It's something that we need to deal with each and every day. It's something that we need to take into consideration every time we get an invite for something. Like when I'm traveling, you know, I get invites to go to cockfights or barbecues or anything, and I always need to take into account, what is this person up to? Are his intentions good or bad? Am I going to be alone? How am I going to go home? Will I be safe? And a lot of the times I have to say no, because I can't really make sure that I will be safe, even though that person meant nothing bad. And that's not great. But it's those types of instances aren't the really scary ones, aren't all that common, luckily, in my life. And I know I'm fortunate. It's the instances that do happen on a regular, close to daily basis that really punched a hole in my stomach today. I've been told that I only get things done as a business consultant because I wear dresses and high heels. I've been told that I am way too emotional and overly dramatic just for getting angry at a manager who just completely bashed on his employees so that they came out crying out of the meeting with him. And I wasn't allowed to be that emotional about that fact. I've put on loose sweaters and clothing and toned down the makeup, put up my hair, just to make sure that a client wouldn't continue with the inappropriate comments I already told him I was uncomfortable with. And this is stuff that happens each and every day. And this doesn't just happen to me, this happens to every woman out there. And it hurts me, and it's bad. It's not what we want, is it? It's not a positive thing that we want to see in the world. Because the thing is that for me as a woman, I've started hiding myself. On the one hand, I started hiding physically. I felt like, okay, you know what? I might just have to cover. You know, I might just not show much cleavage or boobs or anything. And I've got good boobs, you know, I should be proud of my boobs. I should be able to show them without it being all about the boobs. But it's not just that. It's not the physical hiding. It's women hiding as women, as the soft, light, pure power that we all carry within ourselves. That's the stuff that we're hiding. It's the stuff that we continue to make smaller the more of these bad or negative occurrences happen. It's the shrinking of ourselves that we allow to exist, that we allow to continue because of the way society and our culture as today is. And I've been giving this some thought, and I don't want to blame society or man or culture or anyone actually, because this is where we are. Somehow we were all part of coming right here in this moment and allowing this to happen. It's not great, but apparently this is just how it is. And it made me wonder what then? And I was just talking on the phone with a friend, and I just realized that instead of blaming other people or entire cultures for what they are not, I can take responsibility for myself and open up to that what I am, and that is powerful and strong and feminine and light, and that I do have this energy to give, and that I do have this vulnerability that I can share, and I know I can inspire people with that, and that I can invite people in that energy and in that space and in that light, and hopefully give them a little of it as well, or teach them that it is okay to feel this feminine strength. And when I say feminine strength, I don't mean that this is just something that women have or should own. I think it's part, we all carry this masculine and feminine side in us. And I feel that it's time to open up to that feminine side of ourselves a whole lot more than we've done so far. And yeah, that was quite a rant, wasn't it? But that is where I ended up. I'm saying no to hiding from myself and hiding my femininity for others, whatever. I am proud to be me, to be a woman, to be here. I noticed that I end these videos, and I've only done 3, in such an awkward and weird way, but apparently I haven't really gotten the hang of that part yet, but that is what I'm saying, and I hope this resonates with you, and I hope this is something that you feel like it makes sense to you and in your life. And if you feel like sharing your story with me, or do so by any means, just text me, or not text me, but email me or send me a message, and I'll make sure to respond. Yeah, thank you very much again for paying attention, and I talk to you next time. Bye.